take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Fielded in the... They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Damian Williams was dinged up a little bit in 2019, and Kansas City brought in LaShawn McCoy to supplement him. But when healthy, Damian Williams is a terrific back. Excellent speed, low center of gravity to make people miss. And how about the longest run in the league in 2019? 91 yards against the Vikings in Week 9. Many thought he was going to get caught, but he used the scoreboard in the stadium to make sure that no one was behind him as he carried it all the way to the end zone.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the counter, here's Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Gain of 12. And a first down, Chiefs.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
It's a gain of
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Complete.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
I know it's a little bit of a cliche to talk about all the tight ends who are really wide receivers in the NFL, but Travis Kelsey fits that perfectly. He led all tight ends last season with over 1,200 yards receiving, 4th in the NFL. I think he's one of the gold standards in the league for the tight end position, and I don't know if anyone has any more fun playing the game than Travis Kelsey.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
And goal.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go with Williams. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Williams stopped up short of the goal line on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. In his own end zone, it's Allen. Smith catches left side. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up
Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 16 yards, a 1st down.
4-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Number 26.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It was Brooks Reed.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
The ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarters with no score.
2nd quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. It'll be 3rd down at 5 for them to start things out. From the gun, it's Allen. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
1st down, Kansas City.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Allen. And that is incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now Allen again. And able to find John Brown. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. Allen finding Brown for a Bills 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. They'll toss this right side to Singletary. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Check tight.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Murphy made the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They go play fake. Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Williams. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Rolling to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0.
Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check 43.
Now Allen. It's caught left side by John Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You got nothing. Check three.
To throw, it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Watch the screen. Pass. Mike's 56. Mike's 50.
Now Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
They begin the drive with Williams. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now here's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Tyreek Hill certainly makes a front office look good when they spend a 5th-round pick on a guy. Then in his first 4 seasons, 4 Pro Bowl nominations. Anytime he touches the football, he's a threat to take it the distance. Hard to get on the ground one-on-one in the open field. If you miss, in the blink of an eye, he's putting 6 on the board.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. The final pick in this year's first round. This is Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Helaire, the ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
He is going to find Hill here. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line.
A gain of 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On first down, Mahomes. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
First and goal.
Well, again, plenty of time to sit in the pocket and deliver the football. While the offensive linemen, they may be nameless and faceless to a lot of people, they certainly aren't to their teammates who are the skill position guys. They appreciate the heck out of them, and they're capitalizing.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That makes things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
The ball carrier.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Complete to number 87.
Travis Kelce. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
All-pro tight end Travis Kelce had 97 catches last year in the regular season on his way to a Super Bowl title with Kansas City. And while he's a weapon anywhere on the field, as you get closer to the end zone, you really have to look out. Witness what he did in the playoffs. 3 touchdown catches against Houston in the divisional round, and a big one in the Super Bowl against San Francisco, which keyed Kansas City's comeback.
This will make it into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
At the 18-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Singletary again. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 33. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
They'll take over.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
2nd and a yard at the 14-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mahomes going to throw. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams.
They are not
and he
ready
takes
for
this
us.
into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Chiefs 28, Bills nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. And my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. The busy night continues for Williams. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Second and 9 now from the 21.
Brings up second and 9.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
The quarterback taking
that right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on third and long. From the gun, Allen. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Watch out for Hill on the return. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They run the counter. Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Mahomes pass.
Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just one pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning If he takes care of the ball and his offense,
and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak.
at
Come
maximum.
on. You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's
He's going to
filet,
time.
filet,
There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Flush to his right. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
I'm coming after you. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Watch the run. Watch the run. 15. 49 to Mike.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And that is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Bills kick here is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Chiefs, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3 and 4.